gorgeous people, welcome back to my channel. This is my favorite kind of video format, reviewing curly hair products. That too from a new Indian brand, Curlvana. Look at that packaging. A shampoo, a conditioner, a deep conditioner, a leave-in cream and a hair gel. Basically making a complete routine for wavy and curly hair needs. You will find a lot of other hair product formats like hairspray, a mousse, but this is what curly and wavy hair essentially needs. All of it, the rest of it is an add-on. So in this video, apart from reviewing each one, I will tell you how to use each one correctly to get the best out of it. And I will tell you which one will suit which kind of hair and scalp. And that will help you decide if it's going to suit you or not, and will help you ultimately make a better decision. So keep watching till the end. And if you find my videos helpful, please keep on supporting me by subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon. This way you will also get to know when a new video is out. I usually don't focus on packaging until it's really impractical, but look at these, so quirky, so cute and so colorful. Definitely grabbed my attention. So good job, Curlvana team. And it's also travel friendly, it won't leak. I have been testing these 5 products since last 6 or 7 weeks. Yes, it takes that much time. Plus it's monsoon here, so weather was definitely not helping me. I was not able to decide if it's working or if it's the humidity or what's happening. So yeah, I definitely have to try a lot of time before sharing with you guys. So first I'll show you the demonstration of how I incorporate them in my routine, how do I use them in the best manner, and then we'll go on to the review and tell you about all of the products. So starting the demonstration with very dirty hair as always. My hair has not been washed in 4 days. It's very frizzy, very tangled and absolutely shapeless. I'm not going to put the shampoo directly. I do not like to shampoo on tangled hair. So I wet my hair thoroughly and then I detangle with a slippery product like Curlvana conditioner or the hair mask. I'm not going to use both at the same time, but I'm going to use one on left side and the other on right side. This is just to show you how to use, no other reason. I take a generous amount of the product, spread it on my wet hair thoroughly, and after 30 seconds, I start to open my knots from bottom, moving upwards using fingers only. At this point, if I feel that my fingers are not able to detangle the knots, I will add either more product or more water to make everything more slippery. No, I do not use a brush or comb to detangle my hair because I like to use fingers only so that I can control how much pressure and pull I am putting on my hair to avoid breakage. This helps a lot with making hair healthy. It doesn't break at all. So like I said, one side hair mask and the other side with conditioner. When in shower, I use only one product to detangle before shampoo and to condition after shampoo. Once completely detangled, I rinse out the product and move on to shampoo. I like to use a generous amount of Curlvana fortifying shampoo. So little by little I am applying on my scalp. Then I drizzle some water, make it froth, and then I decide if I am going to use more or not. By adding water, this will increase the lather of the shampoo. This shampoo is quite thick, so it needs water to foam up. And after 2 minutes of good scalp massage with my finger pads, I rinse off the shampoo. And then comes the conditioner or the deep conditioner yet again. At this step, I can use either Curlvana gentle conditioner or the double cream hair mask, but not required to use both one after the other. This is a very common mistake I've seen around, using deep conditioner and then using conditioner, or the other way around, but use only one. I am going to go ahead with Curlvana double cream hair mask. I'll let you know later on why I chose this, and taking a generous amount again to cover every individual hair strand. And adding water to increase the slip of the product. It is important to use conditioner or a deep conditioner after shampoo as well, because this is going to soften hair, untangle any new knots formed during shampoo, remove the dandruff flakes that are stuck between hair during the shampoo, bring down the pH of hair after shampoo, closes down the cuticle and thus adds a shine, and then ultimately reduces frizz and roughness. So you can see why conditioner deep conditioners are so important. Never miss them. I let the product sit for few minutes before rinsing it off. In case of hair mask, I leave it for longer, say about 15-20 minutes before rinsing it off. And in the meanwhile, I take my shower, wash my clothes, whatever pending work is there in the shower. Right after rinsing the product, it's time to style on wet hair using Curlvana leave-in cream and the styling gel. I take about 1 big coin size of the leave-in cream if I am using with the gel. I spread it thoroughly for a minute and then right after I add 2 dollops of styling gel. And I rake it through my hair just like that. And I decided to use less leave-in, more gel, because that's how it works in this monsoon, sweaty, humid kind of weather. I keep on adding water at times just to make my hair wet again so that they will make big and juicy clumps. And that's all. Now I will set my hair into big juicy clumps using a brush or a white tooth comb. I prefer white tooth comb honestly, and this is how I do it, slowly after dividing my hair into 2 sections. And done. If naturally you have wavy curls or loose curls, you can scrunch your hair just like that for about 30 seconds to a minute, very slowly. But I have very tight curl pattern naturally, so I'm not going to do it much. This is just for demonstration purpose for you. Now all the styling part is done. Now I'm going to wash my face, and before that I'm going to dunk my hair in this microfiber turban without touching my hair and without twisting it inside the towel. I remove this towel after 15 minutes and then let my hair dry on its own or under fan. But if the weather is rainy or very humid or very cold, then I do this method. I call this dry it like Desi Curly, sitting in front of the blow dryer at a distance, and by this method hair dries comparatively much faster. Once it's all dry, I remove the stiff cast by scrunching slowly, and now my curls are ready to flaunt for 3-4 days. And now you know what was the process like, how I got these results using these products. And today is my 3rd day. It's looking pretty decent for day 3 actually, but I had to refresh definitely. Before refresh it was looking something like this. The definition was pretty good at most places. There was frizz around my neck, which usually happens with any stylers, any range of products. Frizz at the back and frizz in the front, and that's all. And then I refresh with just a little bit, like 4-5 pea size amount of this one and little bit of water, this leave-in cream, and these are the results. I definitely loved how they turned out after refreshing. So let's talk about each product now, one by one. Starting with the shampoo, Curlvana Fortifying Curl Cleanse is a thick shampoo that is supposed to be mild and suitable for frequent washes. Now in this humid weather, my scalp doesn't like mild shampoos at all. But surprisingly, this did. I did not expect at all, but this one keeps my scalp calm for about 2 to 3 days. Like I told you, 3 days have passed since the wash day and still my scalp is pretty calm. This is very surprising from a shampoo that is not dandruff controlling shampoo. Like in this weather, even dandruff control shampoos do very mediocre kind of job. On the same day or maybe the next day, my scalp starts to itch a lot. But right now I'm feeling very calm, so I'm definitely purchasing it for my scalp. Initially I thought this is a strong shampoo, so I used only a little bit and it didn't clean my scalp at all. And I was kind of disappointed. Then I increased the amount and it worked. So if you want a mild cleanse, use less quantity, and if you want a deep cleanse, thorough cleanse, not as much as clarifying but still a thorough cleanse, then use slightly more quantity. As for the hair length, I do not think this is the mildest shampoo out there. It is like medium strength shampoo, and you will definitely need a good rich conditioner or deep conditioner after this one. A tip here, please detangle your hair before shampoo so that the shampoo can be worked through your hair properly without breaking your hair. And this way you will also need slightly less shampoo. Trust me, your hair will love it, and shampoos work a lot better that way. Now the Curlvana Gentle Conditioners. Conditioners are the best friend for curly and wavy hair. There's no lie, it's a fact and everybody knows that. Now this one is a thick and creamy conditioner with a decent slip. It's thick but it goes onto hair and disappears very quickly, so I need to use a lot more quantity for my hair length and density. Initially when I put it on my hair, I didn't feel the slip at all and I was like, where's the slip? Everyone is talking about its slip, where's the slip? But it was slippery. How? I'll tell you how. Once you apply it on your hair uniformly with praying hands, drizzle some water over it and then spread that water using praying hands once again. Wait for just 30 seconds and then start to detangle. Do not detangle yet. After 30 seconds only. Start from the bottom, move upwards with your fingers. You can definitely use a wide tooth comb or brush, but I love to use fingers because by fingers I can control how much pressure and pull I'm putting on my hair, and that way it won't snap. The moment I'll feel that the slip is not there, I'll maybe apply some more product or some more water so that that area also becomes slippery. That's how my hair gets detangled easily with this product. But like I said, I had to use a lot more quantity than usual. Now you may feel that the product has very less slip if you are not using enough quantity. Every product is formulated different, so you need to find out how much is required for your hair for this new product. Or if you are not using enough water, or if you are not spreading it uniformly, or if you are not waiting for few seconds before detangling. Curlvana Gentle Conditioner is definitely a very lightweight product. It leaves your hair very soft, but it doesn't feel weighed down at all. So you will have volume, you will have bounce, but you will also have some softness. But my hair requires a lot more richer kind of conditioners. So that's why I prefer the Curlvana hair mask, and that's why this product is great for fine hair. Fine hair gets weighed down, gets limp very easily if they're over softened, and this one won't do that. So this one is the go-to for fine hair. Now since we are talking about hair mask, Curlvana Deep Nourish Double Cream Hair Mask. I know a long name. Sometimes I get confused if I should call it Curlvana Deep Nourish Hair Mask or just Curlvana Hair Mask or Double Cream Hair Mask. Anyway, this is a deep conditioning and repairing hair mask, which means that this will soften hair a lot more than the conditioner, but it will also repair the hair. How? I'll tell you. Now the formulation here is a lot different than the conditioner. The oil content in this hair mask is a lot more than the conditioner. There's glycolic acid in this hair mask, which is not there in the conditioner. Now glycolic acid is not really new. It's very common in our skincare, but for hair you might not have used. Glycolic acid has been proven to help with hair elasticity and joining, repairing broken bonds in hair. That's why this hair mask is suitable for all hair types, but more so for very damaged hair. By damage I mean very brittle hair due to heat or excessive use of bleach or colors, or just not taking care of your hair at all and they are just snapping off easily. So your hair is darling, very damaged, and you should definitely try this one. But apart from damage, this is great for medium to coarse hair because this is more softening as compared to the conditioner of Curlvana, and medium to coarse hair needs more conditioning, more softness. So use it as a regular conditioner, or if you feel you want to give extra kick to your hair, then leave it for longer, like 15 to 30 minutes as suggested. As for my hair, I do not have fine hair. I have like medium to coarse hair. So I like the hair mask much more than the conditioner for my kind of hair. As for the slip, it's same as the conditioner. So you have to use a lot more water, more spreading, wait for few seconds, just like I explained for the conditioner. But since I use this a lot more than the conditioner, this is about to finish up. Now something I typically notice about this hair mask. The first time I used this, I rinsed it off and I felt like I didn't use anything after shampoo. I was quite disappointed. It didn't do anything to my hair. My hair was not feeling soft at all. But I just let my hair dry without stylers just to see how tangled and rough it can get. And it surprised me. My hair after drying was so soft. I have to put this clip up so that you can see there are no stylers. You can see that's how my hair looks without any stylers, no leave-in, no cream, nothing. Just rinse off this hair mask. And that's how it feels. It was very soft. So this product is definitely very different from whatever I have used so far. It's true that I cannot comment on the damage part because my hair is not so damaged, but softness, definitely yes. So use it the right way and you will feel the difference as well. Let's talk about the stylers now. Stylers are my favorite for curly hair, and I almost never leave my hair without them. Like my hair cannot survive and it feels a lot more healthier, defined, untangled, and less frizz and so much more when I have stylers. So let's talk about them quickly. First, the leave-in cream. Curlvana leave-in cream is a pretty thick cream and brownish in color, and this was the first product out of all 5 Curlvana products that I tried. And that day when I tried it, I had guests at home, so I had to cut short my wash day. So I was like, let's wash and condition and just use one styler so that my hair doesn't get dry at least. So I was not expecting any definition, nothing at all. But surprisingly, my hair turned out so fab. I was like, what just happened? I just put some pictures over here. This picture right here is the one right after scrunching out cast. Yes, it does give cast as well. Very good one. And this one is after like 7-8 hours, and we went out that day and it was pretty humid. I worked in the kitchen as well with no AC, nothing, and still my hair held up pretty well, and I was I was very surprised. What's happening with just leave-in, no gel? Not just that day, it stayed well for next 3-4 days as well. So I was definitely very surprised, very pleasantly surprised, I have to say. And as for the quantity, I don't really have to use a lot of it. If I use a lot, it takes a lot of time to get dry, along with the gel, of course. But if I'm using as one and done, I will use slightly more. But if I'm using with the gel, I'll use a slightly less quantity. Obviously, the results will vary quite a lot for you and me depending on our hair type, wavy, curly, density, length, so many other factors. But still, this leave-in cream is a must-try product. If you have to try one Curlvana product, definitely start with this one. It suits wavy, curly, short, long, every kind of hair. It doesn't weigh down hair, moisturizes hair very, very well. No greasy, no residue, no oiliness, nothing. So if you are starting for the first time and you're not sure how much to use, start with less, see how it goes, and then take step forward after that. Observe your hair. I think you will also like it. And all the links are in the description box. The discount code and everything is down there, so do check that. Let's talk about the second styler, Curlvana Curl Defining Styling Gel. Now this is a slimy, slippery kind of transparent gel, and it makes hair very, very slippery. It also hydrates hair very well with a very good hold if you are using it correctly. Now for me as well as other curly and wavy haired people, I'm pretty sure hair gels are their absolute favorite and we click almost immediately. But for this one, I had to work out a couple of times before reaching a conclusion. And the weather didn't help at all. It was sometimes humid, sometimes very hot, sometimes it was raining for hours and hours, cats and dogs, and definitely the weather didn't help me reach a conclusion. If I decided to use a lot more quantity, the hold and the clumps and everything were beautiful, but my hair took about 6 hours to dry. Maybe it was because of the humectants in it. I'm not sure, but yes, it did happen. And there was slight stickiness and flakiness as well. If I use less, then it sometimes looked like I didn't use any styler, like my hair was very frizzy if I used less quantity. So for a long time, I was not able to figure out quantity at all. I was tired, so I decided to follow my own advice. Since the weather is so humid, I'm going to use less leave-in and more gel, like double the amount of gel, and then it worked. I nailed it, and the cast was beautiful, the definition is beautiful, and you can see there were no flakes as well. The demonstration I showed you before in the video was exactly how I use these stylers. Love the definition here. But why I'm telling you about all these experiments, why not just the review? Because more than the products, it's more important to understand how to use a product correctly. If you or me is using the product incorrectly, we will not get the result like we are seeing on the internet. This person is saying it's amazing, this person is saying it's amazing, but why it's not working for me? I'll be disappointed. Maybe I'm not working in the right manner. But I'll cut you some slack from the disappointment and experiments. I experiment for a long time. I share with you. You enjoy the best results. Works? Now coming back to the products. Something you will notice in all the Curlvana products is they are brownish in color except the gel. Light brown or dark brown. That is because of Jamaican black castor oil present in all of them, even the gel. The gel is transparent because the Jamaican black castor oil is slightly less in it as compared to other products. And in the conditioner as well, Jamaican black castor oil is slightly in less quantities, that's why it's light brown in color. And Jamaican black castor oil is lot more nutritious and beneficial for hair and scalp as compared to the yellow, the thick yellow one we'll see around. But how do I know all of this, like quantity and everything? I talked to the co-founder and product development expert from Curlvana. That's how I know. Like you, I also had questions and he was there to answer my questions. Now all the Curlvana products are glycerin free. What does that mean? Now glycerin is a humectant, which means that it will absorb water from wherever available in abundance. And that's great. It's going to hydrate our skin, our hair very well because of this property. And that's why they are used so much in our personal care products. But when the weather is humid, it's rainy or very sweaty kind of weather, it will take water from air because it's there in abundance in this kind of weather and give it to our hair if we have used glycerin on our hair. And when that happens, our hair will get excess of moisture and it will swell up and it will frizz up. However, when we are talking about glycerin doing this, we are talking about glycerin as a single ingredient, as if we have applied glycerin directly on our hair. However, when it's there in a product formulation, it does not behave in the same manner. There are other ingredients, holding ingredients like oils and butter, anti-frizz ingredients, holding ingredients, so many other things that are not going to let that happen, that frizz thing. So we cannot really say that putting glycerin in a hair product will make your hair frizzy in rainy and monsoon kind of weather. And as for Curlvana products, they have minused out glycerin, but they have included these humectants in their hair products. So now you know humectants are so absolutely important in our hair care products as well as skin care. So humectants, be it glycerin or hyaluronic acid or any of it, it's not at all your enemy. It's not going to cause frizz unless you are using it directly on your hair. As for the claim all weather hair products, I cannot really comment on cold weather or dry weather or winters, but for this weather, hot weather or humid weather, I think these products are great. Obviously, if you go out and there's humidity outside, it's not going to remain the same. My curls start to open up and it becomes double the volume, but it is what it is. It does happen and that's normal to happen. The hair product should help in retaining the curl pattern as much as possible. Not the same, but as much as possible. So that's what you should also expect. About the fragrance in Curlvana products. Now I noticed that all 5 products have very similar fragrance. It's kind of pepperminty plus rosy, kind of mix of that. I could not explain. I was confused, so I reached out to the brand to explain me this, and the co-founder and product development expert Saurav helped me understand this. So he told me that there are 3 essential oil: coffee seed oil, peppermint oil and geranium oil that are added in all 5 products for the benefits of it. But since these also have some typical fragrance of their own, it's also imparting some fragrance to the formulation. But all 5 products do not have the same concentration of these 3 essential oils. That's why the scent is not same, but it's similar. In the leave-in, it's very less, like the scent is very less, and it's kind of rosy, and I really liked it. But in the gel, the fragrance is a lot, and I didn't like that fragrance. It's different than the leave-in, but I'm glad that the fragrance doesn't stay at all. Once your hair dries up, it just fades away. So do I suggest trying Curlvana products? Yes, definitely. And if you have washed till hair, you know what to expect and what to not expect from the products and how to use them correctly so that you are not disappointed. And if you are planning to buy them, you can use my code DesiCurly20. The link is in the description box and you can give them a try. And let me know how it goes for you. So this was my review of Curlvana products. I hope it helped you, and if it did, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment.